So with it?
How you doing today?
I'm doing good, and you?
Another day, another dollar.
Hey, yeah. Introduce yourself, let the people know who you are.
I'm Wayne. St. Louis best dressed is what I call myself. What do you want to know?
Shit, if you asking that shit, well, I guess we just start from, your life growing up in St. Louis. What part of St. Louis are you from? Or where did you grow up at?
Well, I grew up a lot of places, but I mainly grew up in the Central West End.
Okay.
And then we had a house that was built kind of like in North St. Louis. We stayed there for maybe a few years of my life, and then we went back out to the county. But pretty much my life growing up, I never had a hard life. Life was pretty much okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have three sisters, a brother. Life was pretty much regular for me.
Yeah.
Nothing much different than a normal kid's life. I had a mother and a father.
Gotcha.
I did what all teenagers would do, not what their mother and father want them to do. But you mean it more as like with me being gay?
No, not exactly. I'm just saying, like, as far as your life growing up, like how you just described it. I would assume that you say growing up in Central West End, like you said, you came from a good background, shit, growing up in Central West End.
God is as blessed as I could say our whole life. We never really had to see much struggle, as the average black family may do sometimes, so things like that, I think it's pretty much a blessing. I have a son, he's 17. I was married for 20 years to his mother. That didn't work out, obviously. That's pretty much.
Yeah. What school did you go to?
As what, middle school, high school, what?
High school, I'll say. What high school?
High school, I went to Sodan and I went to Parkway Central.
Oh, yeah. That's good school, especially Parkway and Sodan. Especially
Yeah.
back then, I don't know about now.
Yeah, back then it was really different. Then I went to West County Tech too for like half a day.
Mm-hmm.
So the high school was a different experience because I was with the different kind of color out here.
All right,
and
yeah.
then I come down to Sodan with more of my color down here. So high school was cool though. I never really got I don't really think too much discrimination for myself because I've always been me. If anybody knows Wayne, I've always been me. There's no change, you know what I'm saying? I've just always been me, you know what I'm saying? It's just, maybe different now, a little her or something like that, but, I've always just been me. Nothing has never been different, you know what I'm saying? So anybody that knows me, you know what I'm saying? I've always, to myself, been a star. This isn't anything new to me, I've always been,
Center of attention.
I feel like correct or, upper echelon or, I've always felt that way. I've always, felt like I was already pushing myself towards a different level ever since I've been a little kid, so. It's just not to entertain anyone or anything like that. It's just being me.
Gotcha.
That's all I could say.
Did you go to college after high school? Or?
I went to Forest Park.
Okay, that's the same thing I did.
Just a little 2-year, just a little business management. After that, I went to Columbia and started working for, Burger King Corporation as a district manager. Young black man doing something different, something like that. Making a little money, it was it was something, you know, but not all I needed, but it was something.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, me growing up, you know, where I was at, and then going to Columbia, you know, that was a little bit of a different transition too. Columbia's not anything like.
From Columbia out of the country?
No, Columbia, Missouri.
Okay.
It's nothing like St. Louis, Missouri, okay? I mean, it is a lot of racism there, you know. Like, it's towards the black people, period. You know, so that's not a good place.
That's part of the reason why you kind of, I guess, came back here?
Well, yeah, that's why I came back here, and then my family, you know. I mean, there was just no one up there, just me and my son, and I had a young lady friend, you know. That's when I still was straddling the fence or whatever you want to say. And, you know, we lived up there, so. My family is here, though, you know.
Gotcha.
In Detroit, and, you know.
When exactly did you meet your wife, your ex-wife?
Oh, I met her, crazy. I met her at McDonald's on Natural Bridge and Kings Highway. I used to be the manager there, and she used to work there too. And that's how we even started that triangle.
Why do you call it a triangle?
I mean, because we were young, you know, we're doing what kids do.
Gotcha.
You know, so that's really a love triangle if you think about it, as if kids falling in love, playing around.
Yeah, they still basically finding themselves at that time.
And not knowing, and I was somewhere different, you know what I'm saying? Because my heart has always been probably where it's at, you know, so. It's a little love triangle that we did for a lot of years, you know. But she's okay. Wish her the best, you know. She does what she do, so I don't have a problem with her at all.
That's good. That's good. Most people don't.
Friends.
That's good. That's good. A lot of people, they split and it just, you know, go downhill from there.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about
whether
the
you
child.
Married or not, you know.
Yeah, it's all about the child. You know, he stays with us. You know, with my family. So, you know, pretty much he sees her. You know, so
yeah,
it's a cool situation, I think.
Gotcha. You said that it was a triangle, and you also stated that your heart has been always. Where is it now?
Right.
Was that something that caused you guys to split eventually down the line?
No, I probably wanted too much. I feel like out of her, you know. I wanted when we were like 21, 22, or something
That's
like
young.
that. And I wanted her. We got married younger than that, like 18. You know, and I wanted her to like get a job because I was working 2 jobs, and I wanted her to get a job so that, you know, we had 2 cars. I was trying to do some other things so that one day we wouldn't have to work, for one day that things can be great, you know. And her mind wasn't really where my mind was at. And so usually, you know, I've been the same ever since I can remember. If like we're not thinking along the same wave, I'll leave, you know. So
makes sense.
I left, you know. I left her, and you know, I mean, it just wasn't what I wanted anymore. And I never went back to that, you know. Even though my heart where it was at, you know, I probably still could have dealt with her because, you know, we were friends also, you know, but that wasn't something that I think.
Was that your last relationship with a woman?
No.
Okay.
No. You know, it's kind of hard to identify, you know, because society, you know, I mean, they make that very hard, you know, for someone to be gay and be cool with being gay or something like that. They make it very hard. So, you know, especially then.
Back then, yeah.
You know, now it's a little easier, but then it was way different. So, you know, I had to hide myself, like, you know, a lot of years, you know, before I was cool with saying, okay, you know what, this what it is, you know. It's what it is, and whoever don't like it, fuck it, you know. But it took a while for that. It just wasn't just like automatic, you know. So
once you decided to, I guess, announce that you were gay, how was that?
it wasn't really like an announcement. I mean, like,
Well, you know, yeah.
I didn't really like, you know. I mean, tell like I don't understand because I didn't really like tell anyone. You mean like
When
tell
you,
my
when
family or something like that?
or when did you just,
No.
I guess, like you said, you just said yourself, accepted it and just kind of embraced it. I'd say that.
Well, when I accepted it, I think I stopped hiding. Basically, I just, you know, I didn't care as much as if someone found out or didn't, you know, things like that. Because before the her, I don't feel like nobody could tell you that I was anything without me telling you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not flamboyant at all. That's weird to me. You know, everybody's different, but to me, that's weird. So, you know, I don't, you know, identify like that. So, I don't think there was nothing to tell. But if you knew me, you know, people probably would just know, you know, something like that. But it wasn't never like a come out period or, I'm just, no, it never was anything like that.
Gotcha.
I never had one of those stages.
Did you get any pushback, like from friends that you've been around for years, or maybe family members, or even maybe your past relationships?
I mean, of course you do. Of course you do. It's like, you know, of course you do. Yeah, I did. Like, my mother, she's Christian. Of course she doesn't believe in homosexuality. You know what I'm saying? We were not raised like that. So, but I mean, I make my own choices. So, you know, of course there's gonna be pushback. You know what I'm saying? I mean, friends. I mean, I feel like if someone's my friend and they change because what I do with my spare time, then we kind of wasn't friends in the first place. Because I could care less what you do with your spare time, bro. You know what I'm saying? We cool, and that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? Like, your spare time, that's all on you. You feel what I'm saying? So if my friendships ever got damaged from what I chose to do with my genitals, you know, they were not my friends in the first place. Then, you know, I've seen a couple people fade away, but like it was only like maybe a couple, maybe 1 or 2 people from like middle school that I really didn't never talk to anyway. But they never like, you know, they don't follow me and stuff like that. And it's just weird for people like that not to follow you that already know you, that know you for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing that I think when people don't follow me or support me that I've already known is like they hate.
Compared to back then, like you said, it was kind of a thing where it was, you know, hard for people to, you know, come out as that way versus
Right.
nowadays. How do you feel about nowadays, like as far as like the with the LGBT rights and
Man, like, it's so much different now. It's like they got everything to say. Like, they got so many rights and they can be this and that. I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for the shit, you know? But, I mean, this is me. I'll never be no extra, you know? I don't want to be no trans. I don't want to, you know, cut my genitals off. I don't want to change nothing about me. Whatever somebody else do, I'm here for the shit. You see what I'm saying? But me personally, I don't want to change nothing about me. You know what I'm saying? But a hairstyle. So that's it, you know? Some people like it, some people don't, you know? I read a lot of comments like on pictures and stuff like that. And it's always like a lot of men have so many negative things to say, you know? And I, like, never in my life have I ever met a man that's so worried about another person. Like, you know, I've never met that unless they were a reporter, unless they were doing their job, you know. So St. Louis has some of the weirdest haters that you could ever come across, because I don't understand the hate from the males, because I don't try to fuck with anything, you know what I'm saying, and I just was married just all this time, so, you know, and it's just so much foolery that I read from the males. It don't make no sense. Like, it's like they just, you know, fabricating ends of themselves and just writing shit. Like, some of the things I read, like, you cannot believe, man. You could just not believe.
Kind of like with the Lil Nas X and Boosie situation, kind of in a sense.
Yeah, but yeah. It's just like the weirdest things. Like, you know, they put on social media the influencer, and then this guy wrote under the comment like, who does he influence? Who does the punk influence? Like, he put punk in like a weird way or something like that. But you went out your way to say something to me, and I looked at all this man pictures, and like, he should spend way more time, you know, worried about something else than worried about what I'm doing or influencing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, St. Louis has the weirdest haters that I've ever seen in my life. You know, maybe because the city's so small, maybe because no one has nothing here. I'm not for sure why, you know, but we got a lot of them here. You know, I try to look over things like that, you know.
What are your thoughts on, like, them showing homosexuality in, like, kids shows or movies and things like that?
I don't feel like a child should be persuaded to make a decision like that. That's something that, you know, they'll know for themselves, not because they seen it on a Care Bear show. You know, I mean, I don't agree with that, you know, but I also don't make TV shows, you know. But, you know, I have strong thoughts about things like that, you know. I don't feel as if you should show someone, you know, how to be gay. You know, if they're a kid, like, how do they make the choice then? You know, I mean, I feel like, you know, I wasn't given a choice in that form, you know, but, I mean, you have a choice in every matter, you know, so I don't agree with, you know, them putting things like that into cartoons and, you know, TV shows, you know, unless it's for adults, you know.
Yeah, or even like with, like you said, speaking about kids, Dwayne Wade, you know, with him accepting his son, how he is, people throw backlash on that, saying, yo, he's too young, but he accept, you know, as a child, he accept who he is.
Well, I think Dwayne Wade kid is kind of young to be so openly cool with being gay, because I probably been gay my whole life. I used to look at my gym teacher probably, but I never like was like that. So comfortable, you know. Maybe because I knew my mother wouldn't be comfortable, you know. But he's okay with it because his family is comfortable with it. So I mean, to each his own, you know. And I just look at it like to each his own. You know, it's his kid and he's gonna have to deal with it. You know, I'm glad that he feels like he found his truth at 10, but. You know, I mean, who am I?
Yeah, exactly. Now, you've been going, I guess, viral in a sense for like recent things that's been happening in your life. For instance, like we spoke about, you know, via text about the recent. Did you have some work done or something like that, surgery?
I did.
What exactly did you get done?
I had a lipo 360 and a BBL.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, that's when they take all the fat from your stomach or wherever you want them to take it from. And for me, it was my stomach, and, you know, they made my posterior. I mean, my posterior quite big, and I mean, that's it, you know. Yeah. I mean, all bad bitch eat seafood.
That's your slogan. I say seeing people making that. Is that a song or something? Or is it something you just said?
I mean, it's probably in the song somewhere, but not like that I say it. You know, I mean, somebody said it's in some song or something, a bitch eats it. I'm not for sure, but You know, mine is all bad bitch, eat seafood, you know. And that's just it. I'm having a meet and greet May 17th. You know, I mean, it's the locations will be given out, I guess, you know, through via email or like a Facebook inbox or something like that. You know, things like that. But I didn't want to give like the location out, you know, over the air or anything like that. You know, try to keep the weirdest people away.
Understandable.
That you can.
Understandable. How was the reaction once you did, I guess, announce that you got the BBL?
I mean, it was crazy, of course. I mean, it went up. Because first of all, St. Louis has never seen a man with a BBL, you know what I'm saying? Or let alone too many, you know, men, period, getting surgery and things like that. So, you know, I mean, of course they wanted to see, you know, and I feel like they wanted to see my new husband because he didn't look weird or gay or anything like that. So, you know, people want to see things like that because it's something out of the norm.
Exactly.
So that's why I think that was such a big eye opener for the whole city. Like they wanted to see. I mean, I really haven't shown anything yet. You know, small things, but you know, my body's still healing.
So you still going through the recovery phase, right?
Right. I'm only this is my 23rd day. Like it's not even a month yet. You know, my butt's still gonna get bigger. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna piss out way more fluid. You know, all that type of stuff. You know, so.
Did you get any negative feedback from that?
I mean, you're gonna have haters anyway.
Yeah.
Period. No matter what I do, I'm gonna have some haters. Like no matter what I do, I'm gonna have some haters. No matter what, I could go feed the homeless and somebody gonna say something. You know, so I mean, I feel like I have to be doing something right if they always have something to say. So, you know, but yeah, I got some feedback, you know, like I was reading a comment, this lady was like, he think he a girl, go get his butt done, but got all this chest hair. Or something like that. Just some silly shit. But no, I don't think I'm no girl. Like if I thought I was a girl, then I fix myself like I think I was a girl. You understand what I'm saying? I would not have no motherfucking beard. This ain't just no shadow. This is what I put on my face.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so it's a difference. You know, I feel like this is my trademark. I don't have to have no smooth face. I don't want to be no girl. I wasn't born no woman, so I don't want to be a woman. So, you know, I'm just doing me. You know, and it's hard for St. Louis people because they don't get to do them. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
They always want to get in the person's business who is happy and doing their own thing. You feel what I'm saying? That's the only thing I can see. You know.
Do you think like the women probably jealous that maybe they couldn't do it or something that you did?
A few of them mad. You know, I mean, a lot of them were. You know, I'm sure some people couldn't maybe get around and do some things that they couldn't do or want to do or something like that. And then they see that I did it. Of course, that might make you mad. You know, but it wouldn't make me mad. I wasn't raised like that, you know. I mean, I'd be happy for you if you went and could afford to get your body done and I couldn't. Bitch, I'm going to work harder. I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah, this motherfucker. Like, you know. But this St. Louis for you. It's just full of haters, you know. That's all we see here. That's all they know. You know, I guess I couldn't expect nothing different. Like, I mean, you seen the news, of course, about my husband, you know, killing his mother. You know, I mean, first of all, I had already left the man, you know what I'm saying, a week prior, maybe a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. Thank God I did. So maybe he would have flipped the fuck out on me. You know, we never know when somebody's crazy. But I know I was seeing things that did not make any sense. You know, he was saying things about a record deal, just all kind of crazy shit. So I felt it'd be best, it behooved me to, you know, give us some space. So, you know, he wanted to go back to his mother's house. You know, not to, you know, talk about anything of their story, but it's not just him that suffered from mental illness. It's like, it's more to that story probably that what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't just attack his mother with a knife or anything like that. I'm sure the mother was, doing something that may have provoked him, which that's not to justify anything like that, because I could never even see myself yelling too hard at my mother, let alone trying to harm your mother, But when you're mental, you don't think about things like that. You don't have the same rationale as you and I. I'm not mental, and it took me a while to see some things with him, you know what I'm saying? And then all this medicine that he should have been taking, for depression and things like that, he wasn't taking. You know what I'm saying? So, he basically was a ticking time bomb, so to speak. So, yeah, everybody's looking like, oh, yeah, his husband killed his mother. Yeah, but, no one knows what was going on in that situation. Not to justify anything that happened, but no one knows what was going on in that situation. And you're dealing with someone with an unstable mind. Like, we don't know what happened, And I don't want to go and see what happened, I'm just, I'm out of that, I don't want
sad situation.
I don't want to be in it. That's a very sad situation, Not only did she leave other kids behind, what I'm saying, she has grandkids and things like that, and how do you explain something like this, that your uncle killed your grandmother? Like, none of that makes sense. Things like that don't really make sense, So, I pray for the family, at all costs, but I'm just, I'm glad that, I didn't have to deal with that type of rap, plain and simple.
Did you see like certain signs in him for him to do something to this extent?
I seen like he was like just the things that he would say, what I don't feel was normal. Like, one day he said something like, Rap Chat had sent him a deal, like over Rap Chat, and like, I don't rap, but
Is he a musician?
I didn't. Yeah, he rapped, but I didn't think that Rap Chat signs deals. And that was just weird to me. Like, a lot of things that he would say would be weird, but like, I never got any type of, anything like this from him. Nothing like this. What I think that he would do. Mm-hmm. No. This is way past anything that I could, fathom him doing. Like, I just can't, but I guess you never know.
How did you guys meet?
I met Anton a long time ago. He had sold me a little weed. This was like years ago. And then he went to jail, like, for like a lot of like 10 years or something after that, or whatever. So he got out of jail. We met back up. Like, then we started talking, and it went from there. So I had known him for maybe like 11 years already, but not in that sense. Like, I just met him. Oh, you saw me some weed at the store, and we were gonna keep in touch. That was it. So,
you kind of keep in touch with him?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't keep in touch with him though. I seen him when he got out of jail, and that's where it went from. Just
Gotcha.
like that.
Gotcha. And like you stated earlier, he his persona, his image, is not like a typical guy where you see like not the flamboyant type. I would just say that.
No.
Yeah.
Tattoos on his face. Regular male. I feel as if he looked regular.
Yeah.
no type of weird tendencies, you know, at all in him that I got from him. But him being like too quiet. When someone's too quiet, I think that's a red flag also.
Mm-hmm.
Like people shouldn't be like so quiet, you know. Like that's weird too. So and he used to be very quiet sometimes.
Like I think like a few years ago, maybe a year or two ago, you had like some online pictures of, I guess, guys who are kind of similar fit his similar descriptions for like the flamboyant type.
And me?
Uh huh.
No. You said I had pictures of guys?
I mean, maybe it was a guy. I don't know. Maybe it was a guy. It was like I can't like vividly remember exactly what it was. But I know like a few years ago, maybe a year or two ago. Like just like some Facebook post or something like that.
Oh, when I had broke up with my boyfriend Darren.
I'm assuming.
And someone, like the little girl. This girl, well, what happened with that?
Yeah.
The girl found his, he called himself cheating. When I was gone, he left with some girl or whatever. They were at the hotel. She found his phone or whatever, and saw pictures of me and him. And then she posted the pictures
So
on Facebook.
You did yourself.
Me and him. No.
Gotcha.
No. Why would I? Like, that's stupid. Like, you're not gonna get too many flies with that type of mixture.
Gotcha.
You know, you want to bring the honey around to get the flies to come.
Gotcha.
And that really doesn't make sense, you know. But of course, Facebook world assumed that I put the pictures to set him out. Like,
Gotcha.
What am I gaining from setting somebody that I've been with for the last year and a half out?
But do you deal with, have you ever dealt with other men like that who, not necessarily they are, basically they said they just kind of, what they call it, in the closet. And they don't want to expose it to the world just yet.
Yeah.
And how you dealt with men who maybe like in a relationship with a woman and they still kind of got something going on with you?
Nah, I don't be playing like that.
Well, you never know though.
I mean, unless they not telling me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not, playing like I'm working for cheaters and going to, follow their cars and stuff like that. No, I don't do weird stuff like that. But I mean, if someone tells me they're in a relationship and we just chilling, no, we ain't just chilling because there's a different type of story.
Gotcha.
You know, I can't be nobody's like second place or none of that type of thing.
Yeah. But back to the first question, like, what about like a situation where you're dealing with someone who's not entirely ready to expose themselves to the world? How do you deal with that? Make sure they're safe with you.
I mean, I've been dealing with that for the last, probably 4.5 years. Before my husband, the time between my husband. You gotta wait till someone's comfortable with their self to be their self, But sometimes everyone doesn't need to know everything anyway. I feel like sometimes it's best because St. Louis is a messy ass town.
Yeah.
They just want to talk about people, start shit, talk about people, see what they can start. So sometimes that's the best way. I really feel like my skin is very thick. Not much that someone can say can hurt me, I don't think. Like, they talked about Jesus Christ. So what do you think that you're saying that's going to hurt my feelings in a way that, I'm going to be ashamed or embarrassed? I won't.
Have you ever thought of, would you calling yourself the best dresser? Thought of getting into fashion? Start your own clothing line or anything like that?
I don't really want to start a clothing line or anything like that. What I plan to do, though, here next season, I plan to go to the Bad Boys Club, I did some talking with their producer. I'm going to apply.
It's like the reality show, like the Bad Girls Club?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I never heard it. I don't really watch TV.
Yeah, the Bad Boys Club. So I'm trying for the next season. I should make that, but I have to apply at the right time. Um,
That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
Pretty much, I mean, what do I want to do? I want to get into like some films.
Okay.
You know, not like, you know, not any porn, but just, you know, I want to get into some films.
Like acting.
You know, some acting, some little Tyler Perry films, you know, something like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got a lot to give, you know.
Now I see you got the Mr. Thank You YouTube.
Yeah. Mr. Thanks Here.
Thanks here, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Thanks here.
Mr. Thanks Here. That's my YouTube. Of course, yeah. I've been doing a couple things on it. I don't do as much on it as I probably should, you know, because I do a lot throughout the day. But I'm definitely going to make sure I start to post at least 2 times a week,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because they said they really increases the, you know, everything. So
Algorithm, yeah.
I'll do that
You
like
got a
twice a
decent
week.
amount of followers. I'll say that for just a little few videos you have posted.
Yeah, so I'm gonna, you know, go ahead and start doing that twice a week. You know, my Instagram, of course, The Better Dresser. I post on there all the time. Facebook, I really don't like to post on there anymore because it's like, it's just for no reason to post there. It's like, it just gets you nothing. It's just like smart shit, you know, that's all you'll see from Facebook. So I want to post on bigger platforms at this point. You know?
Yeah, I don't really do social media anymore besides, you know, the views from the artist. That's all. I don't really
The
do
Instagram.
that no more.
I mean, because Instagram is where it's at.
Yeah.
Pretty much, just from what I've seen, Instagram is where it's at.
I guess I was gonna ask you what plans do you have in the future. I guess you just kind of touched on that in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, basically, I want to. Of course, everybody wants to go to Hollywood, of course, but you know, I want to do some like acting. You know,
Gotcha.
I think I'm a good actor. I think I'm, you know, always ready to rise to the occasion of what's going on. You know, and actors will have to be like that. You know.
Gotcha.
So I just want to be seen on a big film, you know, before I, you know, leave this world, fly away.
That's one of your goals.
Yeah,
I
that's
believe you can
definitely
achieve it. You
what I
gotta keep, you know, keep doing your thing.
Yeah, I wanna try to post more, and I think if I don't make it somewhere before the Bad Boy Club comes out, that should be the kick that I would need right there. You know?
Do you have any last announcements or any shout outs you'd like to share?
Well, I mean, I'm having my meet and greet May 17th. I'll give you the location, and then if people want to ask you, they can ask you for the location. I have T-shirts available, you know, with my logo on it, with the face on it. Pretty much just, you know, keep giving me love, and I will do the same.
Yeah. I'd say shout out to your Instagram so people know where to follow you at.
It's at The Better Dresser. My YouTube is Mr. Thanks Here. I mean, and my Facebook, of course, everybody knows Wayne Rancher Pate or Wayne Good for It. So those are all my social medias where I can be contacted or seen. If Denzel is out there and he's watching, please give me a call. If you know Tyler, tell him I'm ready. I'll let them know. The next stars were waiting in St. Louis to get out there to Hollywood.
Thank you.
Thank you much.